everybody. Today I'm at Eagle County Regional Airport in Colorado, and I'm going to fly to Telluride in this Beechcraft, twin-engine Beechcraft Baron. And we're all, the flight plan's all loaded, and all I gotta do now is take off and get on the autopilot, climb to, I guess I'm gonna go to 15,000 feet, and descending, when I get into the Telluride area, to 13,000, and the rest of the way it's gonna be all eyeball. There's no guidance to the runway there, and the only safe direction to land in is runway 9, heading towards the end of the box canyon where Telluride's ski area sits. According to the weather, the active runway is the other direction, but I think you would actively crash going that way. Back into the cockpit. I'm going to release the parking brake and turn around and follow the magic blue arrows to my runway 25. The weather, the METAR, M-E-T-A-R, meteorological something or other, said the active runway here was 27, but it's not. It's always, was 7, I'm sorry. It's always 25. It's never anything but. I'll hold up here and take care of some preliminaries like flaps. Gotta have flaps. And even though it's all clear today, here, just in case, I'm going to turn on all the de-icing. That doesn't do anything. Okay, so got the de-icing turned on. Call the tower again. Get clearance. Been trying this other days, and it's been very busy here with a lot of traffic, big airplanes and whatnot. I always forget to say, yes, I heard you. I will acknowledge that.
Cleared for takeoff runway 25 Beechcraft, Yankee India Victor.
Gonna be on course pretty quickly. So, here goes nothing. I think I'm gonna just go around this hill here before I get on course. It's like the snow is kind of going away here. It was very light the other day. I've been trying this flight. Tried this flight several times. Telluride's a difficult place to land. I did not like the way I was handling the landing in the plane that I was flying, quote flying. The Daher TBM 930, which is a very powerful single engine turboprop and faster than this plane. I wanted to take that because it was faster, but the other end of the trip didn't work out so well. I landed okay, but I landed safely. I want to say I landed okay.
Juliet Mike, follow the generic on final. Wind 004 and 3. Clear to land runway 25. Clear to land runway 25 generic 8, Juliet Mike.
So I'm going to hand fly a while, continue to climb until these purple lines down here on the primary flight display, the PFD, intersect or start to close, and then I can go to autopilot. That should happen pretty soon. Okay, we're getting closer to... So we're not really on course. We're over here. That's us. Port us in sight.
Denver Center Beechcraft Kilo Yankee India Victor is type Beechcraft B58 4 miles northwest of Charlie Oscar 4711,400 feet. Request flight following. Generic 6 Romeo Lima, you are 22 miles northeast. Climb and maintain 14,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 25 approach via Romeo Lima Golf transition.
Flight level change.
Clear to Romeo Lima Golf.
Okay, so
Kilo Yankee India Victor Denver Center. Squawk 0537.
there we go.
Beechcraft Yankee.
So we're on course on autopilot, and not much more to do other than look at scenery. It's not for me, and that looks like probably I-70 down there. That is I-70 for sure. There's the airport.
Roger, Beechcraft Yankee India Victor.
I-70 comes out of Denver and climbs into the mountains, and it's the main auto route to a whole bunch of ski areas. Been on it many times, or plenty of times. But there's where we took off from, Eagle County Regional, and climbing to 14,000 feet. We'll be at our cruise altitude shortly. See where we are on the chart. Right here. 9 o'clock.
Report them inside.
13,000.
Generic 685 traffic is 12 o'clock, 4 miles at 14,100 feet. Beechcraft B58.
I really don't see it. Maybe that's it. Yep, that's it. I got it in sight.
You are 400 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain 14,000 feet. Altimeter 30.06.
There it is.
Execute 604. You are 25 miles.
Generic. That means it was created by the program, by the software. It's not another sim like me. But there are plenty of them out there all over here. Looks like they could use some more snow around here. Oh, look at that. A lot of planes around here. So just checking the chart. We're here, and I believe that next waypoint is Ices. We're about 25 miles out from that. This flight's going to go pretty fast, actually. Let's get the chart up. That's our approach. RNAF-Y. I don't know how much different it is from RNAF-Z to runway 9. Coming in at 13,000 feet and then descending by hand, essentially, to the runway, because there's no guidance down to the runway. And it's a very challenging place to land because the runway is, 1, on a mesa, 2, it doesn't present a very wide target from a distance. It's pretty narrow. So just getting the perspective right and lining up with it. Staying lined up with it and descending at the right rate is tricky. And then also the runway goes like that, down and up. And at the far end, you could fall off the mesa. Okay, we're 36 miles from Rgnl, and that's where the fun begins, down here. Then we're getting on to close to the final approach. So Rgnl still at 15,000 feet. Sounds like eggnog. Anyway, let's call it eggnog. And then descending 2,000 and staying there. That is Montrose Regional Airport. I should fly out of there sometime. Certainly would be a shorter flight to Telluride than this. Not Montrose, it's Montrose, I believe the way they pronounce it. There's an avenue, a street in Chicago named, spelled M-O-N-T-R-O-S-C. But we in Chicago say Montrose. But I think here in Colorado they say Montrose. There's Montrose Regional Airport. If you don't want to fly into Telluride, which is not advisable anyway, you fly in here and you go by car the rest of the way. Oh, 27 miles to go to Rgnl. Eggnog. I'm going to call it eggnog. I notice the white VPAP, VPTH. That's VPAP. That is a vertical guidance from 15,000 to 13,000. At ETL, it should be at 13. And at that point, we'll be 10 miles out from the runway, and it still should be at 13 at the final approach fix, which is SEPMA. And at that point, be 6 miles out. And then you have to begin a pretty steep descent to get to the runway. And the GPS won't be much use except for lateral guidance. And to stay in line with the runway, they'd have to stay on autopilot. So that's going to want to start to slow down a little bit. Making very good time, 193 knots. What's that ground speed? Well, it's about 219 miles an hour ground speed. 193 knots is 219 miles an hour nautical miles an hour ground speed. Well, it's a beautiful day in Colorado, and I think the temperature at Eagle County when we took off was in the 40s. It'll be nice skiing weather, maybe a little slushy in spots. Up here it's 11 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 12 Celsius. So I turned on the de-icing. I don't really need it because we're not going through any clouds. Now I just slowed to about 150 knots. So at Eknoff, plane should begin descending to 13,000. Because VNAV is armed. Minimum decision altitude is 12,140. If you can't see the runway at that point, you better get skedaddle out of there because you're not going to be able to land. But it's quite clear today, so that's not a problem. And the runway altitude is 9,038 feet. Very high altitude ski area. Probably drops out around 10 or 11 or more. I don't remember. Anyway, I just ended at 12. I'd like to be at down to 10,000 feet when I can. I'm waiting for that to go green and it hasn't happened. Oh, it'll happen here where it says TOD. That is the top of descent. So right there, top of descent, then we're going to start going down. I used to think top of descent meant, I didn't understand what it meant. It means, here we go. VPAT is going green. So now I'm going to descend to 13,000. And as far as any kind of vertical guidance, that's about all she wrote. Well, after that, it's on me. I want to slow down, so I'm at 13 when I get to that waypoint up there. Right there. That's the bottom of the descent. We're not there yet. Still at 13,000 at ETL, and just wait where you just got to, and next. Try to descend to 9,700. I don't know if I can do a flight level change in the reverse direction. Going down as opposed to going up, but I might try it. Anything to not hand fly too much into here. There's Telluride there. It's we're 13 miles out. I'm going to push flight level change when this FLC button. It is a flight level change from 13,000 to 9,700. Let's see if I can make it happen. Yes. I turn that on. And we're descending. FLC went green. So any change in flight level from a given altitude that you're flying at, you can do it with a touch of a button. And as you can see, that runway is really narrow. So it's a tough target. And I want to direct all my attention to it. I want to descend to about 700 feet off the runway, above the runway, and get there in pretty good, well, not too soon because there's some terrain ahead. You gotta pass this area here and slow down and flaps. Only 5 miles out. The trick here is not going too fast. In the past I've gone too fast. I may be going too fast now. Need more flaps. And I think I'm a little low. Gear down. A little less flaps. Too much speed. I'm gonna come off the autopilot now. Flaps. And trim down. Get that runway centered and proper perspective. Oh, there's some crosswind here. All right. That was awesome. Okay, so that was a video perfect landing at Telluride. I'm very proud of myself today. I've been trying this repeatedly. With my third attempt, but in this plane I'm much more comfortable with this bearing. And the town is below this, down in this valley. You can't see it. It's below this mesa, so this runway is very similar to one at whatchamacallit in Arizona, name of which I suddenly forgot. It'll come to me. Let's park here. So that's it. Nice flight, great landing. I finally managed it properly. And there we are in Telluride. And there's lots of good skiing back there. The grade run all the way down to the town below this mesa. I'm going to leave you with what the air traffic control kiss off, which is good day.